Howdy folks, welcome to Hunting with the Judge. Thanks for tuning in. I believe that at one time or another, most of us have encountered the question or the person that asked, why do you hunt? And if your answer involves any type of management words, a practice that most of us target as an ideal hunt scenario, well then you'll get hit with the comment, well, that's just an excuse or a justification to kill something or trophy hunt. Well, folks, in all honesty, their predictable second question is partly true, but not necessarily a bad thing. I hunt because I'm an outdoor person. I'm a social person. I love the outdoors and all of its challenges. I'm also a good custodian and land steward on my ranch and wherever I adventure. I know that unrestrained wildlife population isn't good for the land, public safety, or isn't a good insurance policy on species preservation. Wow, heavy stuff. This sounds like a lecture on responsibility. Well, just stick with us, folks. I think you'll love the show. I think you'll be engrossed, downright interested in what you're about to see. We're going to take 3 Cape buffalo and the Palo Borvo, and we'll proudly substantiate responsibility. A new power to the hunter, a new relevance to hunting. Again, folks, stick with us. Our safari starts now. Judge Julie here. While I was on the bench, I heard a lot of stories. Now that I'm retired, I'm outdoors, working at my first passion, fishing, hunting, and guiding. So now I get to tell the stories, and you get to be the judge.
Join Honorable Julie McGinnis as she hosts Huntin' with the Judge on adventures in Texas and around the world.
It don't matter the season, it don't matter the reason, 'cause it's always time to go. Gonna take in the great outdoors, not just your usual hunting show. There's no telling where we'll go. When you're tired of the same old drudge, turn on the tube and watch. Hunting with the Judge.
We're going to start off with a brief visit to A&M University in Texas, to the Department of Veterinary Pathology, then off to Africa.
Hi, my name is James Durr. I'm a professor here in the College of Veterinary Medicine at Texas A&M University. And for the last 20 years, I've been involved in conservation genetics research with wildlife species. In particular, we focused on North American bison because North American bison are an absolute success story in conservation biology. For example, no species has gone through the kind of population crash that North American bison went through 100 years ago and recovered to the extent that that species has today. We've applied a lot of molecular genetic technologies to understand how bison were so successful. Now, we're moving that technology into the conservation of other wildlife species around the world. In particular, we're concentrating on African wildlife species because, let's face it, that's where most of the wildlife species are. So we're moving molecular genetic technologies that we've learned and developed from North American bison to assist in conservation efforts with wildlife species across Africa. One thing that we are absolutely committed to is empowering the hunter, professional hunter or sports hunters around the world to be part of this wildlife conservation effort. We have developed DNA collection kits that are easy to carry, very simple to collect DNA samples with, and don't require any refrigeration, so that you can collect DNA samples from an animal that has been harvested in the field and preserve those samples by simply taking some blood and putting it on a card, or taking some hair and saving it in an envelope. Those DNA samples then will be available from that animal forever.
Don't charge off. We've just started. We'll be right back.
This segment brought to you by Third Eye Guides and Outfitters, SOG Specialty Knives, and Revision Eyewear, Mission Critical Eyewear.